This is my newest toy and I love it. Hi Fronds! Welcome back to Botanical Woman. I'm Christine. Today I will be repotting my Monstera Deliciosa and also talking to you about how it got to looking this way. It doesn't look right now. And I hope that by watching the video you will learn from some of my mistakes. So I got it in spring of last year and it was living inside at first with not enough light because I didn't have any grow lights at the time. And then once it got warm enough, above 45 degrees, somewhere between 45 and 50 at night, I put it outside. I have west facing, so I was very aware that it can't get, too much direct sun too soon. So I put it higher up on my shelf because the balcony kind of covers it. So blocks most of the more intense light and only really got setting sun for a few hours. I would say from 4 onwards until the sun set, it got some direct sunlight. I think I was impatient. I think when you're trying to introduce light, especially direct sun to a tropical plant or any plant really, you really need to ease into it. And I just didn't have the patience for it. So it did get a little bit burnt from the sunlight, but it eventually started to love it. And it put out a lot of new growth. It got, when I first got the plant, it didn't have any fenestration. So there's a couple of leaves here with some fenestrations, which is what you want to see from your Monstera. It means it's happy. And then the summer ended. Then we brought it back inside. And from there, things really went downhill. I think it obviously really missed the sun, but in addition to that, the medium I think became too dense, or it felt like it did, and I overwatered it. If your Monstera Deliciosa leaves are curling, it's really a sign that you overwatered. It gets similar results if you burn it with light, so the leaves will also curl because of that. And then further overwatering, I feel like you will get these yellow leaves. So the goal today is to refresh the medium and move it into a bigger pot. All right, it's like giving it a massage. With it this tight, you also want to think about is water being able to penetrate this? Because if it can't, that's also a problem. I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of times when I'm repotting my plant, I notice that the middle is usually quite, not hollow, but there's a lot more dirt. The roots tend to grow on the outside along the pot. And I wonder why that is actually. Just because there's maybe more water flowing through there. Okay, it's pot up time. This was not bad. Maybe it was just that one time, this is pretty airy, but once again, I don't know how much water was actually able to leave the pot, so. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about putting it in here as well because of the shape. Is this the best shape? I'm not sure. And the drainage hole is not the biggest. And I feel like, how big should you really pot it? Because I kind of feel like I do this, and by next year, I'm not even sure we're gonna make it into the spring before I feel like I have to repot it again. I feel like they just grow so crazy, the amount is just, I can't keep up. All right, wish me luck. I feel like with the Monstera Deliciosa, it might be smarter to use a nursery pot, like a 2-gallon nursery pot, instead of putting it into a hard ceramic pot like this, because then you should be able to get it off a lot easier when it's time to repot it. And since it does grow like crazy, it makes some sense. I'm gonna add a little bit more perlite. I feel like because we're sizing up so much, it's important to add more drainage. Let's get those roots back in as it whips me in the face. We got this baby, which we can cut. Is it gonna reach? Good. All right. So obviously we're just gonna fill it in, but we're gonna lift it up a little bit. So let's put some dirt in there. Seriously, I think I'm gonna run out of dirt. I feel like I'm always running out of something. It doesn't help that I've had mealybug problems so many times. I'm down to the last scoop. Time for a backup plan. So some dirt here. We use this. I'm gonna add some perlite. Perlite party. Not enough. Add some charcoal. The idea is just to make it more draining. This is why it's a good idea to use a cactus mix as your starting base, because it's already very draining. This is aquarium charcoal. I really like using charcoal. It creates all this dust. All right, dudes. That's it. That's pretty good. I'm gonna leave it there. You don't really want it to go all the way to the top anyway, because the water's gonna come flying out. I am gonna add the systemic. Should probably be doing this in a more aerated area. This stuff is toxic. But this will help with the thrips and the spider bites. So you want to just gently mix it. Don't create a dust storm out of it, because it's not good for you. But other than this, we're just going to give it a shower over in the tub. One of the things I've learned for the winter, this is so dirty, Jesus. I hate it when the leaves get like this. You want to prepare your plant for a full year of success. And in order to do that, you want to make sure you're giving it a very well draining medium. And so that is why I'm increasing the drainage for this, because whatever was in there before was just not enough. And it feels like, yeah, this is not bad. This is pretty draining, but But I also might have overwatered it because I was like, oh, you're thirsty? Like it was like, I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. It'll come back. You'll come back, right? Anyway, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. If your Monstera is suffering, please write to me. I will sympathize and we can try to figure things out together and see what's wrong with it. But mainly, as I said earlier, this is just a sign that your Monstera is stressed, and I have seen it come back. So it just needs some love and care and some patience and time, and it should do better. I'm like, black stuff, is that thrips? Okay, I'm gonna stop. Thank you for watching. Happy growing. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye, guys.